Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on this show to recap my second of three bowl games here today for this college football, Friday. We recapped Northwestern Central Michigan. Now we're going to go recap the Rate Bowl between the New Mexico Lobos and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. I had to pull up another website for the stat sheet because ESPN doesn't have the fucking stat sheet, so it took me a few minutes to find a stat sheet. So I had to find it somewhere else for the player stats and team stats, go over all that. But first, what a game there in the fourth quarter. I believe through three quarters this game was 7-6. A reverse 6-7 through three quarters. But Minnesota, they score a touchdown there at the start of the fourth quarter. They make it 14-6. Well, the way New Mexico was kind of playing offensively, you're thinking, this game could be over. But then they return the kick to the house. I forgot who returned it. The kick returner was Bankston, one of their most explosive players offensively. Finally broke a big play for about where's it at? Oh Lord. It was 100 yards, a 100-yard touchdown. They get the 2-pointer, that ties the ball game. And then nobody scores the rest of the fourth quarter. So you had to pause and look back at the TV. I'm watching UTSA FIU. It's now 14-0. I'll be recapping that game as well. But Minnesota ends up getting an overtime field goal. Was it a field goal? I think it was a field goal. New Mexico got a field goal on their possession overtime, and what a catch to win the game. Lindsey throws the touchdown. I believe it's to Jalen Smith. Made two phenomenal diving catches in this game. I believe he had one in, the second or third quarter, and a fantastic one to win the ball game. What a catch. Only to where he can catch those two passes. Great throw by the quarterback, Lindsey. And Minnesota gets the win. That is their 9th straight bowl win. Tonight's Rate Bowl win gives them their 9th straight bowl win, which is crazy. Longest active FBS streak. One of 4 FBS programs ever to win 9+ straight bowl games. 7th win in 7 bowl games with PJ Fleck. 5th season of 8+ wins in the last 6 full years. Consistent success. Bowl wins for Minnesota head coach. The other 34 in program history. 7. PJ Fleck. 7. And I think coming in next year, they're returning guys. They have a really good recruiting class, I think, coming in as well. So Minnesota could have some good success next year. I think I'm pretty sure PJ Fleck said they have guys returning, and I'm pretty sure the recruiting class, I think, is top 25, if I'm not mistaken. So and it's just crazy diving TD grab to win it. So we'll go to the stat sheet in a moment here. But what a game. And Anthony Smith was really good on the defensive side of the football. I think he had... How many sacks did he have in this game? I think he had one, or how many did he have? Had to have had 2 in this ball game. Let's go to the Minnesota side here. He had two sacks in this game, and he announces he'll return for next season for Minnesota. He'll probably enter 2026 with a very real shot to be the all-time sack leader for that team. He's currently 6th all-time with 19.5, and the 29, and then I think he's getting like 29. But he'll be returning to that team, which is a big-time addition to return. But it's kind of crazy that PJ Fleck, Minnesota's now 7-0 with him. And they've won 9 consecutive bowl games. That's absolutely crazy. But yeah, really fun game in the fourth quarter. First 3 quarters were fine. I'm not going to say it was boring because, it was fine through 3 quarters. But it really got exciting in the fourth quarter and overtime. First game day was just absolute ass whooping after it was 0-0 for most of it. Most of this game was kind of 7-6, but I believe 15 combined points there in the fourth quarter. Really got exciting fourth quarter and overtime. First three quarters were fine, but fourth and quarter and overtime phenomenal. But yeah, Minnesota gets the 20-17 win. They scored 20 points. They improved. They end their season 8-5 and are the Rate Bowl champions at a 8-5 record. So good way to end their season. You know, they've had a lot of one-score games this year. Let's go over their stat sheet. Lindsey was 18-28, 147 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions in this game. He made 2 great throws to Jalen Smith where only he could get it. Taylor ran the ball well, 24 runs, 116 yards, 1 touchdown. Smith, I was talking about 6 catches, 64 yards, 2 touchdowns on 8 targets, 2 really great touchdown grabs. Penrich, 4 catches, 34 yards. Taylor, 4 catches, 23 yards. Tracy, 2 catches for 15 yards. And Nestor had an interception. 2 sacks from Smith, 1 from Baranowski, 1 from Menz. I don't think there was any field goal attempts by Minnesota in this one. They had the 2 touchdowns and then the game winner. They scored 0 in the first quarter, 7 in the second quarter, 0 in the third quarter, 7 in the fourth quarter, and 6 in overtime for a total of 20 points. That's Minnesota's stat sheet. Let's talk about New Mexico. So Lane was 14-25, 88 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Yeah, just not a great throwing game from him. Labstein, 1 for 3. He had 15 runs for 57 yards. Bankston, 10 runs, 57 yards. McKinney, 2 runs for 10 yards. Receiving, Johnson, 4 catches, 42 yards. Bankston, 5 catches, 23 yards. Thomas, 3 catches for 15 yards. Sacks, they had 1 from Johnson, 1 from James Noby. Half a sack from Carew and Booker. They had 1 fumble, but recovered it. And they had a 100-yard touchdown, kick return touchdown. But New Mexico ends their season 9-4. They had 3 in the first quarter, 3 in the second quarter, 8 in the fourth quarter, 3 in overtime. And they were down 14-6, but they got that touchdown 2-pointer in the fourth quarter. But they ended up scoring only 3 in overtime. And they end their year 9-4. Go over the team stats. New Mexico had 17 first downs, 33 rushing yards for 33 attempts for 116 yards. They had 1 fumble but didn't lose it. 6 penalties for 50 yards, 3 for 3 on field goals, 30 minutes of time possession. Minnesota had 16 first downs, 32 attempts for 105 yards rushing. 2 fumbles, they lost 1, 9 penalties for 87 yards, didn't take any field goals, 29 minutes of time of possession. But yeah, man, 20-17, game-winning touchdown, fun into this bowl game here in the Rate Bowl. So, yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Check them out. Peace, and I'll be here for FIU and UTSA for the final bowl game of the night.